Alright everybody, we are back. We are back in live. I forgot to send my Facebook post.
Hey Zach, do you still have Marcum's list? Can't track it down, man.
No we do not. But I know his list, that's
okay,
fine.
cool. Sorry about that, man.
No, it's probably my fault if you don't have it. Okay, so we're...
Star City too.
Pardon?
Maybe because it looked different.
I'm sorry guys, we are a little bit here frazzled because what happens at the end of every tournament is that they're good to go. What happens at the end of every tournament here is the inevitable period where everyone tries to decide if they can draw into the top 8 or not. I'm sorry, I'm just taking a brief question here to determine what our competitor on the right is playing. That is Nathan Miller. And he is playing, I wonder if you take a look at this, but that looks like a 4-color control deck to me. I don't see any green in there, no, but I think Jeremy is, like I said, it's Nathan Miller on the right from Cartersburg, West Virginia. Plays at our newest.
He named it Esper Friends, which
is there no red in it?
There is red. I guess that is the friend part.
I don't know.
The friend part of it.
We were stumbling a little bit on exactly what he calls it. But it is, more importantly, it is a control deck that is playing in many colors. Go ahead and give him the greatest hits.
I mean, it is playing 1 Stella, 2 Thorns, 2 Lilianas, 2 Tamios, 2 Nicoboluses, 2 Drogsaw Reavers, which I like, 4 Jaces, 4 Terminus, 3 Supreme Verdict, 4 Think Twice, 4 Spheres, 4 Pillars, and then he follows it up with the land. In his sideboard, he has 2 Jace Memory Adepts, 2 Recipes, 2 Dissipate, 1 Sundering Growth,
that's a
2 Oblivion Rings, 2 Negates, 2 Curses, Death Hold, 1 Entreat the Angel.
So just 1 Entreat the Angel.
Just 1 in the sideboard.
I like that. There were some shenanigans earlier in the game, if you heard, where people were casting slaughter games, naming Entreat the Angels to try and own the control players, and then just whiffing.
Which Nathaniel is running Desolate Lighthouse in his side, and I understand that, I mean not in his side, but in his main deck, but I don't know, I think that would have hurt him more than help him.
Are you talking about because of
the color?
Yeah, he's also splashing red for Nicole Bold's Planeswalker and Gisela.
I understand late game helps.
This is what I will comment about that inclusion. I don't know what I'm doing, and I trust that that Mr. Miller here has worked on this deck more than I have done.
This is his deck.
But it is interesting because these. I see what you're talking about is the fact that it is a colorless land, and this mana base is very greedy.
Yeah.
So obviously,
because he's not even. There's no lanterns. There's no actual color fixing in this deck.
So. While we're doing this, we did mention, I don't have a graphic for it, but I will mention that we are giving away a promo Restoration Angel. How can you win? Simply go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic. You can get to us any of these places if you look for Zach Sells Magic. There is a post on there that says, we're giving away a Restoration Angel promo. Make sure that you like our page and either comment on that post or like that post, and you'll be entered for a chance to win. We'll be doing that up until the end of today's events, and then I will randomly pick one of the winners. One of those entries will win that Restoration Angel. It looks like our competitors have mulliganed briefly, but we should be back and ready to go.
Sorry, I had a fan.
I appreciate you going and dealing with that off camera. So we are in the play here as Cliff leads off with Overgrown Tomb into Diagram. Yeah. So they are doing some
moving.
They're moving some tables and chairs out there for some other events that are going on. So I apologize if those inevitably will interfere with our broadcast volume levels, but can't complain too much.
I like it. It has a nice feel. Keeps it real.
Well, they were very generous in how they allowed us to set up, basically doing whatever we wanted to.
Well, and they gave us a lot of room. Blocked off.
You want to see what we're talking about? Just go to our Facebook page and like us. Later this evening, we post some sweet pictures of Adam Vickers looking like a boss behind our studio coverage.
VIP coverage.
So we see a syncopate. Let's try again. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. A syncopate picks off a dragon mangler.
You would say that 3 times fast.
I can't even say it one time slow.
I can't even say Selesnya.
You can't. You just did.
I know.
It's the first time ever. Adam Vickers struggles with
no Selesnya. No Giraffe School.
Alright. Got distracted there while I sorted out.
No Butt Chromas.
Butt Chroma. That's an inside joke.
Butt Bound Gorge.
Alright, so thinking
twice.
Thinking once.
Yeah. Thought about it.
So Cliff is not started off nearly as strong as he probably would like, but
Jace would be pretty nice.
Does he have one in his hand?
I don't know. It would just be nice.
I'm continually just in any circumstance.
Nice, yeah.
Any Jace in any circumstance is pretty good. One thing I'm consistently amazed by watching all these decks, especially these multicolor control decks. That's obviously the biggest, the most obvious situation where this comes into play. It's just the flexibility of these mana bases.
Yeah. Which is only going to improve.
I mean, you look at it's only going to get better. You look at it's Nathaniel Miller. I don't know if he goes by Nathan or Nathaniel. I'm going to put Nathaniel just in case I don't want to offend anyone. But I mean, he's playing. This is a deck that's playing Nicole Bolas and Gisela Bladed Gold Knight.
Yeah.
He has a deck that's trying to do both. So you see a Terminus off the top take care of that diagram pool.
There's no greed whatsoever. And he's hit all his colors.
Cliff did. For those of you who've watched our FNM stream in the past, first of all, thank you. If you haven't watched it, definitely check that out in the future. But Cliff, a shop regular, has said if he loses on camera this time, he's never doing it again. I don't
Losing or coming on camera?
Probably coming on camera. That's the only thing he can't control, I guess. So it's not an
I think this is Nicobolas. So he maybe losing this one.
No, it's Drugstore Reaver. We talked about this before. Before rotation, one of the Bandpop players at our shop was playing Drugstore Reaver. He might have played against you on camera when you were playing Vans or whatever. But Drugstore Reaver is a heck of a card.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
And if you're not playing target removal, which very few people are, it just draws you so many cards.
I see it as a solid remove. I mean, it's a solid. No, I can't talk. It's a solid finisher in control decks, especially. I mean, how many decks have we seen that had slaughter games, main or in the side?
That is
and once you rely on Entreat, it gives you that extra.
Exactly right. That is something that this deck does not. This deck does not lose to a slaughter games. He has a wide variety of win conditions.
There's different angles that he can go.
So we saw Crippling Blades from Drugstore Reaver, which while it doesn't remove it, he's still going to be able to draw the cards and gain the life. He's not going to be able to block with it. So Drugstore Reaver is a 3/7, I believe.
Now a 2/6. The 3/5 double strike. You gain life, you draw a card.
So I got him there for 6 damage, give or take.
Pillar Flame. Move that, followed by a
Jace.
Jace
Emo Skateboarder.
Drawing a bunch of cards.
Terminus, lands, think twice. Choices. I think I would have just given you Terminus for nothing.
Yeah.
Hear that? And then
I forgot. Does that go to...
It goes to the bottom, no.
It goes to the bottom?
Yeah, the cards that are not selected off of Jace's Fact or Fiction ability -2, I guess it is. But they go on the bottom. Can you imagine how good they would be if you put them in the graveyard?
I mean,
Oh, we're getting clarification. It's not Crippling Blight. It's a Deadweight.
no, that's not.
But a
there's
Deadweight,
both now.
a Deadweight and a Crippling Blight will
Yeah, kind
will
of
solve the
so now it's
problem.
both. We were both right.
So it's now an 0/2 creature that can't block.
With double strike though,
And it does it. And the
I mean, it
interesting
still
thing
has
there
that
is
whenever you gain a life, he
Yes.
still draws a card.
Yeah, so if he gains life some other way,
And that's the detention sphere on the dead weight, which I may have taken the crippling card.
well, you gain more life.
You get
this
more,
way.
yeah, you get more, but the ability to block later on, I think, is.
Well, I think if he was at a lower life total, he would do that. But he's in a pretty good position here. One thing, as we see, +1 on Jace. Nathaniel's in a pretty good spot here. As if you needed
Need
my
clarification.
yeah.
There's another dead weight.
And shaking fists in anger from Nathaniel. Because while Nathaniel is in a good spot here, he currently does not have a way of winning the game on the board. I can only imagine that the infinite number of cards he has in his hand will be fine. Surely he has a way of winning the game in there somewhere, but as of right now, once again, I want to thank everybody who's checking us out. I know there are a lot of other options today in terms of streaming Magic content. And while we do not never once have we claimed to be comparable to Pro Tour or SCG coverage, do have fun.
I think we're the best in West Virginia. Hands down.
The best stream originating from a broom closet. I'll go on record as that. Worldwide, best Magic stream to
That could be
generate
like
from
the
a broom
tagline.
It should be our quote. It should be our quote. It should be.
Which is not a broom closet now.
It's never been a broom closet, but you give the people what they want.
I mean, this is a lot nicer than previous. Though I am disappointed there is no Elven poster in the background.
Yes, unfortunately, for those of you who watched in the past, you'll notice Adam's reference to the Elven dice poster with the scantily clad woman that just happened.
That'd be a good reason to go back and watch.
Go back and watch some
previous-
archives. So one of the things we've talked about as we see Detention Sphere come down, move the dead weight again, and now we have a Super Friends type scenario with Jason Tamio together forever.
Holding hands.
Wrecking dreams. So what are the callbacks we've mentioned today? What are the things we talked about that they should go back and watch? Oh, we talked about a Baconator joke on Twitter.
We did, yeah, that.
Yeah, so if you want to check that out, you
I
go.
referenced Seinfeld. Not Seinfeld, but The Office.
We referenced The Office, yes. So if you want to go check out Thursday's episode of The Office. We just mentioned the elf poster. So if you want to check out the scantily clad elf woman, go back and watch any of our archives. Watch the. You gotta find when we're using the studio cam. I think about 3 weeks ago, October 5th. October 5th is the one you want to see.
It was Ravnica.
It was my birthday.
Yeah.
That's how I remember. Because for my birthday, voluntarily chose to spend 6 hours in the booth talking about wizard fights. So
As we're watching the wizard fight right now.
we're not even. This is Saturday. My alma mater is currently embroiled in a pretty significant football game as West Virginia University is hosting the Kansas State broadcast. But I'm not there. I'm not even watching on TV.
Even when
I'm watching people play.
When I drove by Hooters last night,
Yeah.
I beat my horn because they had on the marquee. If you hate Kansas State, honk your horn.
Well, we
I didn't
appreciate
care. I just honked my horn.
You just like-
Those people didn't know what I was doing.
They thought you were pro WVU or anti Kansas State.
Yeah.
You in fact were just pro honking your horn at night.
I just like to honk my horn. It's
Yeah, I mean,
illegal.
I'm on board
I
with
believe
that.
it's illegal to honk your horn.
Not if
no
it's mentioned specifically on a Hooters sign.
Oh,
then
yeah,
it's allowed.
okay, yeah.
That's actually state law. So back to the game here.
Officer, I told you, I swear, it's on the Hooters side.
So Cliff is in a world of hurt here.
He may not be playing on camera anymore.
Well, he's got 2 more games. He did not have the most explosive
No,
start.
he did not.
Nathan or Nathaniel, I'm not sure which one. I think it's Nathan. He did not stumble a mana at
Mr.
all.
Miller.
It is very interesting. I'm glad we finally got one of these We have several control decks. We have a pretty good mix of decks in one. Yeah, we did have 2 exact matchups in round 1 and round 2, but I mean it's pretty representative. There are a lot of Visit decks in the room, and there are a lot of Zombies decks.
So it's kind of hard not to do that. And drop Messenger. I wish I would have followed the Innistrad storyline because I do not know who Drop is and what his messenger needs to tell people other than...
I'm going to tell you right now, he's probably a bad guy. Probably a bad dude.
Yeah, his message is not good. His message is not good at all.
So we're -2ing the Jace for manufactured friction, which usually indicates that there's another Jace. No, Cliff killed the Jace with his Dragon Knight. Because again, regardless of how good a state that Nathan is in, he still has to find a way of winning the game.
And that could be it.
And that is exactly it. 3 damage with double strike, 6 damage is good enough to win this. So we move to the sideboard. We talked about Cliff Marcum's deck previously. We do not have his deck list, but from memory I remember he'll be bringing in Appetite for Brains, which seems to be the best card in this matchup. That might, and a couple of copies of Underworld Connections, I'm sure. So that's what he'll be bringing in. Now let's look at Nathan's list here. In his sideboard, he's playing 2 Jace Memory Adept, 2 Rest in Peace, 2 Dissipate, 2 Sundering Growth, 2 Oblivion Rings, 2 Negates, 2 Curse of Death Hold. That's the first time we've seen Curse of Death Hold. Very good against the Zombies deck, and then 1 Entreat the Angels. So in this matchup, it'll be interesting to see. I guess Entreat the Angels is in there against decks that can't counter it or can't deal with it. Actually, I think Entreat the Angels would be good in this matchup. I think it would be better than like one of his actually it's probably better than like you look at Nicole Bolas. Like, would you rather have like 3 or 4?
Yeah, true.
The Gates probably won't come in. Curse of Death will probably come in. O-rings, and the question is he bringing in Rest in Peace? I imagine Rest in Peace is probably for the Reanimator.
I just think it'd be too slow or not.
I don't think he really needs it. So I think he's probably going to bring it in. Well, he might bring in the 2 Dissipates.
I think the O-rings might come in because they're a lot better.
No, the O-ring will come in for sure. The Curses will probably come in. It's debatable about the Entreat.
I mean, I can see him taking the Nicol Boluses out just because they're on such a high curve that he may not even. Cliff has the start that he needs. He may not be able to get.
Yeah, it's a very optimistic to think you're going to get to 8 mana against the Zombies deck. And in that case, if you do get to 8 mana against the Zombies deck, you've probably won the game prior to that. It's just a matter of time. And in that case, if any of the win conditions are
even if you blow, I mean, you can just take a creature or blow up a land, and really that probably won't have that big of an effect.
Another card I remember from previous games that, coming out of Cliff's sideboard. Should see probably at least one or 2 copies of Sever the Bloodline.
It just gives the reach on removal that you need.
As we here get another also Adam just sent me a very nice with the new iPhone panoramic shot of CharCon,
which is probably one of the better ones because I'm really shaky and
I don't know if I'm going to be able to bring that up. I don't even know if I want to risk it. I'll bring it up in the, well, I mean, it's just very tedious and it will involve me not talking for a long time, but we will bring that up shortly. Yeah, just as a quick reset, we are at CharCon, West Virginia's oldest gaming convention in Charleston, West Virginia. It's day 2 of 3, so we've got until midnight tonight and then also until 7 o'clock tomorrow. So if you are local and interested, definitely drive on over and check things out. We are currently in round 5, the final round of Swiss of our Star City Games Invitational Qualifier, hosted by Lost Legion Games and Comics. You're watching Cliff Marcum down a game with his Golgari Zombies to the 4-color control deck of Nathaniel Miller. Now let's talk briefly. I have not mentioned this yet, but this is very interesting. This is literally the only match that's currently. We only had 24 runners for this event, so in that kind of case, most of your 3-1s and your 4-0s can draw in. So this is the only match that matters. This is the only match that matters. Cliff, we've seen on camera before tonight. Nathaniel, we have not seen. I do not know where I put that pairing slip.
Attention 40K players, the second round is about to begin. Please report to your stations.
As you can hear the announcements.
Also, don't forget, later on this evening, we are going to have the Wisdom Wagers annual game show that will be held in a large format area, so
Yes, you do hear the CharCon announcements. We are in a large convention center here. Everything is a shared room, so we apologize for that, but not too much because CharCon's been very generous to us, allowing us to be here. They've got a lot of other events going on. Magic is by far, I would not say it's an afterthought. That's not true at all, but it is definitely one of, I don't know how I want to word this. There's just a lot of stuff going on. Magic is just one of many things you can do. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on here. Board games, card games, cosplay, demos, miniatures, RPGs. There's a couple artists here that are doing original art. There's a gallery that you can buy stuff for. Tons of giveaways, lots of vendors, lots of stuff going on here. So if you can't make it down today or tomorrow, definitely go to charcon.org for more information. Maybe you can come by next week or next year as I kick the table. So I want to talk again. So there are 4 matches that are on either 4-0. There are 4 matches that are on 9 points or more going into this last round. Nathaniel Miller is on 7 points. He is 2-1-1. If he wins, I can tell you right now that, well, I can't be for sure, but I'm pretty sure all of the 4 matches that think they could draw in have drawn in.
Yeah.
So somebody is going to be very upset because based on tiebreakers, he can knock someone out. It would be very interesting to see. That's just part of the allure. That is just part of the variance of drawing in. You can never draw in. You can very rarely draw in with 100% certainty that you're going to make it. That is a sub-game that you have to play sometimes, figuring out if it's best for you or not. So regardless, Nathan Miller's tournament life is in his own hands. He has to win for it to matter.
Both of them.
He is 1 game up, so...
Both of them really have to win to make it matter. There's a knight.
Okay, so, back to the game here. What's going on?
Knight got Pillar to Flame, and that's a Dredge Mangler who's mangling away.
It's getting late.
Yeah.
They're using things such as mingling away.
The Tension Sphere on it.
The Tension Sphere is a great Magic card.
But sadly, you can't do the loop, the O-ring.
You can't O-ring and O-ring.
Yeah, and draw the game.
So we see Gerald's Messenger.
Bringing his plan over the table.
So let's see what kind of answer Nathan has to this one. Another O-ring, looks like, or a Tension Sphere. All the Tension Spheres, all the time. I'm curious to know if I don't think Cliff has any answer to the Tension Sphere.
No, I don't believe it. There's no naturalize or anything. He did cite in Cavern.
Lawless Roll and a Deathrite Shaman. So.
And another one.
So
all out.
Let's just hope that there is no Terminus
on the top.
But to be quite honest, I think Cliff kind of has to. Oh, are you kidding me? That's a highlight of the week. Oh, poor Cliff. I feel bad for him. But I was just going to say, he has no. I don't think he really has an option. You have to overextend to a certain extent.
Yeah, but I don't know. You could have one troll back might have been okay.
So that was one of the more overused cards. As we do see a Rest in Peace, he did bring in the Rest in Peace. So one of the more abused pieces of Magic jargon, in my opinion, is the word brutal and sick. But if there was ever a time to use those 2 terms, it would be on the Terminus that Nathan Miller just cast. Supreme Verdict will take out the Gravecrawler. Okay. And with Rest in Peace and play all of those cards, that's diagraphical, I should say. But with Rest in Peace and play everything takes out. It's all graveyards, correct? Including your own?
I believe so.
To the card viewer.
Yes.
So that's the way in which it is different than Leyland before. I mean, it is not. It is a symmetric response. And this is the brutal part of the control decks. Like, clearly off that turn, Nathan has basically won this game. But now we have to go through another 15 turns while he finds a way to win the game.
I'm just grinding it.
What was the other thing I said might be the highlight of the game? Was it something that Kenny
Something,
did?
no.
It was the lock with the troll.
Yeah, the troll.
Very interesting play in round one, as we saw. Not one, not two, but 4 creatures discarded to one lock.
3 messengers.
So we'll see how that goes.
And I was thinking that was
Just digging for
that.
7.
Yeah, Stressful Reaver.
I really like Reaver as an in-game.
I like that card, period. I think it's a solid. I mean, with the Titans rotated, I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah, I traded for some for rotation, hoping that they would see an increase. I'm not sure it will, but it's definitely a good card. And the fact that it's whenever you gain life, not just when you get life. If you're playing in a 5-card deck that has Drag Tusk, it makes your Drag Tusk even better, as if they needed to be any better.
The fact that it has double strike too.
Yeah. 3/5 double strike, gain life whenever you draw a card whenever you gain life.
There's no consecrated spells, but
well, the one thing that it does that consecrated six didn't do was dig you out of a life.
Yeah.
And we talked about this before. If you watched some of our states coverage with Andrew Faulkner playing a Grixis control deck, there's just no way for the Grixis deck to gain life. No. The old decks used to be able to play one Swing's Vengeance, and that really would turn things around. Oh, it was very good, but they just don't have that card then. So activating the Loot House, Messenger comes down. Might be too late.
I believe so. With the gaining,
he needs at least a sever.
You missed what happened to the rest of these. Was there?
I don't know what happened with the rest of these. Abrupt Decay.
Oh, Charm.
Charm looks like is it Charm?
Very Charm.
See Jace come down. Activate its -2. Only a matter of time at this point.
I'd really like to see him just play Inked Playmats.
Just for
the play.
The rub-ins.
Yeah, I mean, I just like that card.
I was talking to somebody off camera there. Not sure what's going on. So Cliff is down to his last draw step. And a Pillar of Flame to finish it off. So congratulations to Nathan Miller, who moves up to 10 points on the day, going 3-1-1. And now we wait. Now we wait to see who drew in, who drew thinking they were in, but may not have made it. The way the tiebreakers work out, maybe Nathan is not. You'll just have to wait and see. I do not know.
I mean, if the math was in something you liked, you might be able to, figure it out.
Are you talking about pies?
Yeah, like
are you referencing
The Office?
The Office again.
It's such a good episode. It's probably one of the better ones this season.
Okay. I will mention it again while we're on this screen so I can bring up the contacts as well. We appreciate everyone that's watching in as part of our appreciation of that, we are giving away some more free stuff. Specifically, right now we are giving away a promo Restoration Angel, a $13 value.
Definitely worth the time.
It is worth the time to do the following. How do you win? Simply follow us. Simply go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic. Make sure you like our page, and then you will notice a post that we've made during the last round that says, hey, we're giving away a Restoration Angel. You just need to make sure you comment on that post or like that post. At the end of today's Invitational Qualifier, we will draw a winner from that, and you will win this Restoration Angel. So make sure you get on there. It really does help us. I know we talked about it before. That's the one thing I am very guilty of. Talking
You also make
a
more
million
money
times.
by liking that Facebook page than you would an hour at your own job office. Just for the
$13
amount of time
value.
to do it.
It beats the minimum wage.
Yeah.
It is very lucrative. As we do switch back to the studio cam, my name is Zachary Evans. This is Adam Vickers. We are bringing you coverage of the Star City Games Invitational Qualifier today, hosted by Lost Legions, featured at CharCon, Charleston's oldest gaming convention. So, we mentioned it before. Here's the copy of Restoration Angel that one of you lucky people is going to win. So, go to Facebook, like our Facebook page, look for the post, and like or comment on that post. That'll get you entered to win. This is not an inconsequential task. It's something that we definitely would appreciate, because you, as someone who has done a lot of this marketing over the last few weeks, it's something I enjoy. It's fun to see how you kind of spiral out of control, or at least spider web out.
Into control.
But when you go to the Zach Sells Magic page, you watch our stream, if you enjoy it, you go to our page, you like it, other people, thank you, Joe. Other people see what's going on. They see you liking it. If they play Magic, they might check it out. They see you like our status, you comment on our page. It helps a lot. So that's one way we can spread the word. So that's all we're asking you to do today. Also remember our usual rock, paper, scissors giveaway on Twitter. We made that tweet, I think in the second or third round, so check it out. More importantly, we're going to see who's in the top 8. Based on reactions, as I can see, it looks like Nathan Miller is our 9th place finisher. So it looks like as
those are some sick beats.
that is very unfortunate. So we're going to take a break. We're going to go look at the top 8 standings and be back with the quarterfinals of the Star City Games Invitational Qualifier. Yeah, should be pretty quick. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.